don't know if you guys can see this, but on her neck, right here, there's a little red spot. Looks like blood. Well, let me look at it. What's going on? The nice part about a white one on a black one, you'll be able to see that. There's her calf. She looks fine. They're all pretty calm. They're not acting weird. It's interesting. We're going to try to look at all of them here and see if I can find any of them that look like they might be injured. That looks like just a little smear of blood on her. It may not be blood at all. It may be something else, but it sure looks like blood. Here's number 70 right here. This is the one that's injured. Her back foot. I don't know if you can tell. She's still standing on it. Kind of funny like that. There's a coyote or dog or something in here chasing him. She seems to be even more tender on this leg than she was the last time I saw her. I just got back from my parents' house at Christmas. Sorry about my hand there. Let's see if I can get a better look at her. Come back. Let me see your neck. Look on this side. There, see that? I just noticed that. See that spot? There, she's got a couple spots on her. Looks like she may have been fighting a dog or something. That calf is nice and healthy and safe, so that's good. That's what I want to see. She's real gentle with me. See this? You got to watch that. They're not trying to trample me, but they run around headbutting each other. If I get knocked over, I'm in trouble. This one, I'm going to say she got bit by something. So I'm going to drive around out here for a minute and see if I can find a dead dog somewhere. Hopefully I do. If not, I don't know what I need to do about that. I may come sit out here first light and watch them in the morning, see if I can find some sort of dog trying to come out here. I've seen some dogs out here before running around, and there's a pit bull running amongst them. I've been worried about it, and I haven't seen them since. The day I saw him was when I was taking 70 to the vet, that one with the hurt foot, and I was kind of on a time limit, and so I didn't have time to chase him down and try to put a bullet in him, because they were super busy, as I said in the video, and they were doing me a favor getting me in there. So I don't like to see that. So I'm going to go drive around and hopefully I'll find a dead dog somewhere. I hadn't noticed this before, but there's the remains of a cow out here. That's kind of interesting. It's not one of mine. It's old remains. Kind of interesting though. So to be clear what I'm saying, I hope I find a dead dog. The reason for that is if he's dead, then I know at least one of the dogs that was attacking my cattle is dead and I don't got to worry about him anymore. I haven't found him, which means he's probably still alive, which means he's going to be chasing cattle again. It's a problem. I decided to drive around real quick in the other pasture. It's adjacent to it right there, just see what I could see. Nothing, no signs of blood or fur in the fence or anything like that. Came down here by the creek, like I said, injured animal will go downhill and towards water. So looking around in the mud, a lot of deer sign, no dog tracks though. So if he did come this way, he didn't walk through the mud, he went through grass. And I don't see him down here anywhere. Jeez, lots of deer sign. There's a tree. None of this looks like dog tracks really though. So, anyway, like I said, if he came this way, he didn't come right down here to the creek, and he could have stayed up here in this stuff back behind me and traveled that way or that way. Alright, well, we're going to have to figure out I might have to start setting some traps. Probably what I need to do. So I'm talking to my cousin who does a lot of trapping and usually catches dogs by mistake. So I'm gonna figure out what he does to accidentally catch dogs, the lessons he has learned to avoid catching dogs, and then I'm gonna ignore all of those lessons and make sure I don't do them. And that way maybe we can catch some dogs out here. So probably won't run any traps actually in the pasture the cows are in. Seems like a bad idea. Maybe right through here though, all this woods runs adjacent to the pasture and kind of in between where, this is my fence and then woods creek down that way. So might try to run some traps through here. Just paw traps probably is what I need. And might accidentally catch a bobcat, which would be okay. Hopefully we catch dogs and or coyotes. And then we can get them out of here. So I know there's a lot of coyotes around here. It's not typical of a coyote though to go after an animal that much bigger than themselves. Unless it was injured or has a calf on the ground, has a baby. I might try to separate the baby out, especially if there was a couple of them. It is real typical though of a pit bull to go after animals it can't actually kill and grab them by the neck and try to rip their throat out, which is right where that cow was bit. So that's my suspicion. I'm not ruling out coyotes. I hear them out here every night, all around, not necessarily on my pasture, but nearby, all around me. Sitting there in my camper, I can hear them. So there are a lot of coyotes running around. Very easily could have been coyotes, but that blood on her looks pretty fresh. It was still kind of shiny and wet, which means it probably only happened a couple hours ago. So good on her for being real calm when I showed up. A lot of times, they get ran around by dogs or coyotes or something. They're freaked out. But so probably, I guess that means probably several hours ago. They've had time to calm down. Still though, I'm irritated to find that. I've been wondering, like I said, I saw that dog, seen it twice now. Both times I had just come from work, so I wasn't wearing my sidearm. Because I've seen them out here, every time I come out to feed, I am wearing my sidearm. I'll make sure I get it just in case I see them again. I haven't yet, so anyway, like I said, probably the best way to hunt them is with traps. Probably not it'd just be luck to stumble across them any other way, I think. So I'll have to talk to my cousin and see what I need to get as far as traps go. And I'll bring you along with that when I go out and set them. So see you guys later. Alright, no dogs that I can see. Decently sized pasture and the grass is fairly tall, so it could just be hidden out there somewhere. I'm gonna say if she killed it, sorry, it's not out here anymore. It must have got away. I don't like to see that. Dog bit cow. It makes me mad. So usually when animals are hurt, they go and they look for water or somewhere downhill. It's easier to walk if they're injured. Usually if they're looking for water, that means they have like a gut injury of some sort. So came over here by the pond, drove around it. I just don't see anything. It's real thick up in here though. I can't brush hog all of this like I'd like to. I don't know if you can see there's a bunch of logs and stuff. A tree or something fell down over here. That's probably why it's so grown up, because nobody's been able to brush hog it. Just kind of because they haven't taken the time to get these. To get this tree out of here. See this? Yeah, there it goes. So I need to get that fixed at some point so I can brush hog all of this, and it won't be such a mess to deal with. Anyway, I don't know what we're going to do about this dog. I don't know where he is. Got a neighbor that has a pit bull. I don't suspect his though, just because I've seen that wild one running around out here. Like I said, he runs with a pack of 3 other dogs, just mutts. One of them looks like a lab mix of some sort. The other 2, I have no idea, some variation of cow dog or something. Alright. Well, if I find him, I'll show you. He won't live next time I see him, though, I'll tell you that much.